What's going, guys? It's Wafers and welcome back to a new series on the channel. We're going to be doing a Newport County Road to Glory career mode series. We're going to Wales, trying to take them from League 2 all the way to the Premier League and eventually to the Champions League and to Champions League glory. So to start out the career mode, I just go in and I rename the stadium from the generic town park to the Rodney Parade, which is where Newport County play their games in real life. Trying to keep a little bit of realism, we're going to focus on some Welsh players and try to get those kinds of players into the team. So these are our objectives for the new season. We have youth development objective, which I'm definitely going to do. I want to get a lot of youth players in just to help grow the team and to help make sure that we can get more squad depth because we don't have a lot of squad depth. One thing that I was really surprised by here was that they want us to reach the round of 16 for the FA Cup, which I thought was a really, really high objective for a League 2 team. Gain automatic promotion shouldn't be too bad. We could probably do that, but round of 16 for the FA Cup is a little too high for what I think. You know, being a League 2 team, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get, especially since we're going to have to rotate the squad to focus on the league, but we will see what we can do. So right now I'm just going through the squad and we're looking at all the players. We have 28 players. I'm going to need more players just because they get tired. There's a lot of games. We have 46 league games, and I'm going to have to rotate the squad a lot. We have a few guys in on loan. We have a few players out on loan, which I found interesting, including a 62 rated striker, which you will see in a minute. And I thought that one was a little weird. That, you know, but I'm going to leave him out on loan for right now, and then we'll get him back, I guess, at the end of this season. So looking at the squad, I really think I need to get a better right center back. So what I'm going to go do is I go into the squad hub and I find Aaron Lewis, who is currently a right back, and I'm going to convert him to a center back. I think that he has some good stats to play center back. And he's still young, and we have a lot of right backs and left backs. We also need them to be wing backs. I think he's better as a center back than a wing back. I'm also going to go in and go to Dom Telford and change his development plan. You know, he's 62 overall. He's very pacey. He should be good in this league. And I think I give him the complete striker development plan just to improve his finishing, attack positioning, and shot power, as well as ball control and composure. You know, I think he's going to be very important to this season. You know, he's only 23, so he's not the youngest, but he's still pretty young. And, you know, we're going to need our pacey strikers to get us some goals. So our budget's around 1.7 million, which is pretty good, I think, for League 2. I was expecting less, to be honest. But we're going to go right in and use that budget to hire a youth scout. We already have Connor Allen. He's a one-star. And we're going to go in and get the best scout we can, which ends up being Brendan Byrne from the Republic of Ireland. He's a 4-star experience scout with 3-star judgment. He's going to cost us $810,000. That'll leave us with about $700,000, I believe. Plus, we need to send both of them out on missions. So we're going to send Byrne out to Wales, try to get the Welsh talent into the club, and then we're going to send Connor Allen into England. I'm not expecting much from the one-star scout. Hopefully we can get some good players from the 4-star, 3-star scout that we put into Wales. But we'll see as the season goes on if we can get any good players for the future. Immediately after that, we get a loan offer for Priestley, a center back. And I'm just going to reject this. We need to keep our squad depth, like I said. And even though he's not going to be a starter, we're going to need him off the bench. Same with Mickey Dimitru. He's also the captain of the club, so I'm looking to keep him for a while. I might just keep him until he retires, actually. Not a bad offer by Luton Town, just not looking to sell at this point. So our first 2 monthly scout reports come back, and the first one from England is not good. Only one player, 64 potential. That's too low. I mean, I'm basically going to take most players, but that is just too low for me to take. Now the Welsh scouting report actually comes back, and we have a couple players that we could take. So I'm looking over these players, and the first one I'm going to take is Bryn Beatles, 63 to 85 potential. Then we're also going to sign up Harry Wilson, and we are also going to take Lloyd Roberts. We're going to leave Kai Broderick there, only 70 potential as a max. Again, a little too low for me. At least these guys, although their overalls are pretty low, their top potential is in like 80 to 85, which means that they probably won't have a tag. But you know, if their potential is around 75, that would be more than good enough for, you know, what we're doing. And with dynamic potential, we could always get them up into the 80s. Right now, Harry Wilson looks the best, but we will have to see as we go on. So our first game of the season is against Mansfield Town. We're going to England for the first game. And this game, as you will have seen, is being played on Legendary, 6-minute halves. And both of those things will change later on into the series. This game gets off to a great start for us. 10 minutes in, we go down the right side to Shepherd, cross it in, and Labadai at the back post is going to head it in for our first goal of the series. So only 11 minutes in, and we get our first goal, up 1-0 on Mansfield Town. A nice way to start off the season. Only 7 minutes later, we're on the attack again. Scrimshaw is able to hold up the ball here, play a nice pass into Telford, who gets there with his pace and finishes it with his left foot across goal. And just like that, within 20 minutes, we are up 2-0 on Mansfield Town. And it was a really good start. Off another tackle, Labadai gets it. We go over to Haynes, and this is where the 5-3-2 really shows its benefits. We have the wing back streaking forward. Haynes is going to play into Scrimshaw. Nice little flick to Telford, and another one left-footed into the bottom left corner. That's Telford's second goal of the game. 40 minutes in, and we go up 3-0. In the second half, I make a couple substitutions, switch up my right wing back and one of my center mids. Collins comes on, and he will be involved later on. Here we have an attack from Mansfield Town. They finally got into it, started coming forward. Reed plays it through, but Maris can't get there, and Townsend starts up the counterattack from us. He is going to roll it out to Mickey. Mickey is going to play it down the right to Baker, who has just come on for Shepherd. And Baker is going to run into the box, look across the box, gets it to Telford. Telford turns the defender and bangs it home. That is his third goal of the game, his hat trick in the first game of the season. 67th minute, we are up 4-0. And like I said, we are flying off to the start of the season. It's just a brilliant start. Now Telford holds it up. Labadai goes back into Telford. Telford's going to look forward and pass it to Collins. The sub hits it into the bottom right corner and gives us a 5-goal advantage. So off the bench, Collins is able to score a goal. That's always nice to see when our subs give us a little bit of a boost off the bench. Into added time now, and just a little bit more. Telford gets a header, and that's his fourth goal of the game. 6-0 at added time is a little bit much. We could have just run out the game, but I was looking to get another goal. Telford collects his game ball. 4 goals on 4 attempts, and we win the first game 6-0. Now, right after that, I go in and I try to get Dylan Levitt from Manchester United, a Welsh player, on a loan. He's a center mid. We could definitely use some more depth there. In reality, he would probably start for us. He's better. He's 6'3" overall, which makes him better than most of our center mids. We agree to a deal with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and at this point, I was thinking, okay, that's really good. We'll get him in on loan. Unfortunately, he declines the loan, and this is a theme. It's very difficult, I found, to loan in players, and I think we're going to have to get most of our new players from the academy. So into our second game today, and we're playing Walsall, and immediately they come forward, and they hit the post. Within the first couple minutes, they get very close. This game, I turned the difficulty up to ultimate, and it definitely showed right away. You know, I almost conceded within the first couple of minutes, but then 34 minutes in, Telford again gets forward, turns the defender, gets past him with the pace, and we score. And Telford once again is showing up big for us. So in the first couple of games, Telford has 5 goals so far. Into added time in the first half, and it is Telford again into the bottom right corner. He's just unstoppable right now. 6 goals in his first 2 games, and we have a 2-0 lead on Walsall. Into the second half now, Walsall is coming forward. We get the ball away, and it's Shepherd into Hardigan. Hardigan's going to drive forward, and he plays the ball out wide to Shepherd. Our right wing back goes forward into the box and decides to hit it across net. It goes in, and that will be 3-0 in the 50th minute. The wingbacks in this formation are very good. The 5-3-2 is the base formation for Newport County. I decided to keep it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's the attacking options going forward. It's just incredible as Scrimshaw bangs one into the net, and we're out 4-0. The floodgates just sort of open. Even on ultimate difficulty, the floodgates are opening, and we are getting goals on goals on goals. Into the 73rd minute, and Walsall comes forward again, looking sort of dangerous, but we get the tackle in. And again, we get it forward. Labadai gets into Hardigan, into Telford. Telford's going to go forward, and he finds a streaking Shepherd on the right. Again, the wing back scores another one across net. So in this game, Shepherd actually gets the brace from right wing back. I think our wing backs are going to be incredibly important this season. They overwhelm the defense in League 2, and that finishes off the 5-0 win. Our first cup game of the season comes up next, and we are going to the Stadium of Light to face off against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup. And I immediately felt the difference in this one. We were playing a League 1 side, and they were just way better than the first 2 teams. They have this nice little passing movement. Stewart finishes it off, and within the first 10 minutes of the game, we are down 1-0. The first time that we are down the entire season so far. And only 32 minutes in, we have a chance now. We're getting forward a little bit. Evans goes into Gambin into Hillier, and Hillier's going to pass it back to Gambin, who goes for the long shot, saved by the keeper. And this was a tough game, mostly because not only I moved it up to ultimate difficulty and we're playing a better side, but also we had to rotate the team a lot. And when you rotate the team, sometimes you get players in there like Priestley, who's not so good. He gives away the ball, and then he goes into Wick. Wick finishes it off, and Sunderland is up 2-0 after 60 minutes. Now into the 79th minute, and we actually finally get forward on a true attack. Taylor gets it forward. He's going to pass it out to Collins. Collins out to Baker, and our second team drives forward. Baker into the box, and Maynard off the bench. He's on loan from Mansfield Town. He's going to retire at the end of the season, but for now we are going to use him. He heads it into the net, down into the ground, and past the keeper. I actually thought this was incredibly savable. I didn't realize how the keeper did not save that, but either way, I was happy to see it go in, and we are back into the game. Now with only 7 minutes left to go, we are getting forward again. Taylor once again distributing out to Baker. Baker's going to have it on this right side, goes back into Collins. Collins finds Gambin, and Gambin gets us level with the League 1 side in the 85th minute. So within around 10 minutes, we make a comeback against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup. Gambin is able to hit it across the keeper with his left foot into the corner, and puts us level with Sunderland. As you can see, I'm going wild on the sidelines, loving what I'm seeing, and that was how it ended. But in the Carabao Cup, at least in this stage, you go directly to penalties. So we're going to go into our first penalty shootout of the season, and the first penalty, McGeady tries to chip me, hits the post. Next up is going to be Maynard. I'm not going to time these. I'm just going to let the computer hit them after I power them up. I think timing would give me sort of an unfair advantage. But Maynard scores there. We go up 1-0 in the shootout. Power hits it into the back of the net, and now we are tied. And up comes Taylor. Taylor's going to go for the top left corner, and it is saved. So right now it's only 1-1 in the shootout. Stewart steps up, and we actually save this one. So Townsend comes up with a save. Evans steps up, going for the bottom left corner, and that is going to be saved as well. So back-to-back saves from the two goalkeepers, looking good in the penalty shootout. Connor Wick steps up, bar down, and bounces out. That is incredibly lucky for our shootout hopes right here, trying to take down a side that is the league above us. Gambin steps up. He equalized the game, and he scores a penalty, a crucial penalty. It means that if Townsend can save this one, we are going through to the second round of the Carabao Cup. So O'Brien steps up, and he sends Townsend the wrong way. So it all comes down to Twamley. Twamley is a 48 rated left back. He's our backup left back. As I said, I rotated the squad, and 48 rated Twamley steps up to win the game. Can he do it? Goes to the left, and the keeper is rooted to the spot. Twamley wins the game for Newport County, and we are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. We take down Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, get a very nice win against a side that's above us, a league above us to start the season. 2-2, we win 3-2 on penalties, and we are progressing to the next round. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment what you think of the series so far. I'm going to have another episode out tomorrow, and I will see you guys then.